Hello, wild ones. It's Cole Adams, and I am doing Plein Air painting for the month of April. So I wanted to show you my setup on day one. Unfortunately, it is 100% chance of rain and like really wet rain all day here in the Northwest. So I'm Plein Apriling from the car this morning because I have to teach later and I don't have a good umbrella setup. If anybody has a good umbrella setup where you can kind of have a umbrella held without your hands, I'm going to talk to my girlfriend who's a big hiker this weekend to see if there's a really obvious solution that I haven't figured out. But to be able to paint, I kind of need the area right in front of me to be dry too. So I don't have that, but I do have a car. And I have plein aired from a car before. So I have this little book set up, which is just printer paper. So it's a little bit thicker printer paper. It's going to be where I do my value studies and kind of prep for the painting. And then I have one little section of a sketchbook for plein air. I'm using gouache, and I'm going to do some plein air collage. That's something I've been really wanting to get into. So those are the two mediums. Maybe I'll use the other mediums too, just knowing myself. So throughout the month, I'm just going to work outside once a day. I'm going to try to create one small painting a day. I'm not going for anything huge, but I want to learn more about being outside and painting in all the elements, and I want to try to find a setup that works for the Northwest, which is wet this time of year. So come along with me on Plein April. So this ridgeline is what I'm painting today. I'm gonna do the yellow grass, maybe do the fence, but I'm definitely not doing the cars. And I have to keep swiping my windshield wipers because of how wet it is. But that's the look. I'm just setting up here in my lap with my two things. I'm gonna start with my value study. Okay, I've got my water bottle in a cup holder. I've got my little value study done, and I've got a few sketch lines of an aquarelle pencil, and then I have my kind of big gouache palette. I'm balancing my paper in between the steering wheel and me, and I have a towel on me, and I'm just gonna paint really quick. Okay, day one of painting done. Obviously very difficult to get any video for you. It was not what I was expecting, but here's my little painting. I tried to get the mists in. I'm probably gonna go back in a little bit later. It's very wet. It's gouache as watercolor. It's not exactly what I wanted. It is an accomplishment. I'm out in nature doing plein air, using observation skills real time. And yes, the mists change just every 2 seconds on this peak of the mountain. I have driven by here hundreds of times, and it's nice to stop and actually get a little visual of it. I did do some arbitrary color. I added some deep blues because I just love that. And I want to remind myself during this process to just keep putting my touches into nature. I really love arbitrary color as a concept, so I want to keep doing that. I started out doing this very timid, it is one color when you look out there, really. It's like very much the same tone and the same value. Probably not the best place to paint, but for me, it's one of those visuals I've just always wanted to put paint to. So I did it today. I'm just gonna keep doing my list and keep working. I really want to work on some moss covered trees, moss and I love it when ferns grow out of the side of the moss on trees, so I'm going to try to do that, and I'm going to get going. Thank you so much. Join me. Do Plein April. Plein Air painting the month of April. Start whenever and just get outside. I'm trying to get outside once a week this year to paint outside, and right now I've been accomplishing that, so I'm very excited to show you that in some of the sketchbook flip-throughs. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're loving this content, I would just love it if you interacted with it as much as you can, because it really helps the channel. And don't forget to take care of this earth. And one way to do it is to plein air paint, because you go out and you actually see what's around you, and you want to protect it. Take care.